Oh, wicked.
This place is the best.
I can't eat any more of this. This is killing me.
Too much fried food?
It's like it happens every year. It's the same thing.
Yeah, the diet kind of takes a bit of a turn.
Yeah, but we can turn it around.
Imagine if this was our little herb garden.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I've always wanted to grow sprouts.
We should make sprouts in large quantities.
Like just shrink this place down and just make it sprout size.
Yeah, like simulate a sun.
All right, so let's ditch these and...
Totally, let's grow some green stuff in the loft.
It smells so good in here, and it's inspired us to try to replicate this environment in our loft by building a greenhouse and making some sprouts so we can be as healthy as all this.
So you know, in the summertime, say, you get some nice, fresh tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that is really nice to, like, bite into them? I think your body just knows that inherently it's good to eat fresh stuff that's still living, in a way.
We're in the middle of a desert, and outside it's like -11. So just imagine what we could do in a less radical environment like our space. Every time we open a beer, we had enough carbon dioxide to like feed 10 plants.
And then maybe there's things we can do with the stuff that's sprouted, like make like pâtés, or sprouted seeds we can grind up into a paste and use as spreads, like the raw breads.
Like a living sandwich?
Yeah.
We can make like a salad, and of course like all the fresh toppings.
Smoothie.
Like, we can make smoothies, yeah.
I'm interested to see how different my body will feel after like a whole week of eating like that. We want the sprouts to feel as natural as possible. The greenhouse is like a planet.
So we have to think about light cycles.
So what if we put the sprouts in a high rise?
Some racks.
Yeah, and then we have like the sun rise and then the sun set.
Like the light on some kind of like a pulley.
And then we hook that up to a motor.
Oh, so it just goes up and down.
Yeah, in the daytime.
down,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's like sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. And then we'll get like, you know, really healthy. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's really simple. We probably should go to a sprout store and maybe pick up some seeds, some advice, also some soil.
Let's go talk to Millie, who can tell us a little bit about the relationship between food, nutrition, health. She's a naturopath.
Wolfgang, too, who's a living wall specialist.
I feel
Better already?
already.
So this is your creation.
Yes.
So awesome that it's vertical.
The space that's more available in buildings is the vertical space.
Right.
I call it an ecosystem because it does indoors what the earth does outdoors.
Does that mean we'll never have to go outside again, or is it warning against a time when it may not be so safe to be outside?
I believe this is the future of survival on the planet, food-wise for us. It's low nutrient systems that are going to give us the foods that have everything we can imagine in it. And because it's a clean system, you've got a high immune system thing happening. The fish live longer, the plants are healthy. The paradigm we're in right now is everybody's looking for silver bullets, you know, magic results. And we need to go to the technology that exists in the universe already, which we've somehow forgotten, connectedness.
I grow based on what's good for your health. You can sustain life for a long period of time with things like spreads. All right, so let's come in and I'll show you the farm.
Wow.
So these trays just have like a ½ inch of peat in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of just at the very beginning, you start with the seeds, and then what do you do?
You have to sanitize them with hydrogen peroxide because even though they're certified organic, you never know, and then you start the soaking process. And the soaking process is all about just waking the seed up. You seed it like this, you water it, and then you just put this on top and press it down gently.
They like to have that something to push against?
Yeah, otherwise it's a longer process for them to sort of find the roots.
And then how often do you water these trays?
You get the feel for it because you see how it reacts.
When you're growing them hydroponically, they're not underwater the whole time either.
We leave them sitting on an angle like this.
So water's just constantly draining out of it just so that they can leaf. And...
The shorter tail it is, the more enzyme activity you have, so it's quickly sort of releasing its magic.
So thanks for seeing us, Millie.
Oh, you're welcome.
I got tons of questions.
Oh, great.
It happens every winter, right? It's the middle of winter, and you find yourself in the same position that we're in now. You're not biking, so you take the bike wheel off of the bike and put it on your body. And so what we've decided to do is we get inspired to make some sprouts.
It's the perfect time to make sprouts in the winter when other green vegetables don't grow. The macronutrients that we find in sprouts are all available at their baseline, pre-digested state. It's already as if our body has digested them even at the time that we put them in our mouths. So our body doesn't have to do a lot of the work in digesting those foods and getting the nutrients from them. Once the sprouting begins, there are enzymes built into that life that are helping convert the proteins into the amino acids.
Right.
And so then the body can actually use those enzymes to digest the foods as well.
An enzyme's just a...
It's almost like a catalyst or a cofactor for a chemical reaction. And they can be killed with cooking.
Right. I mean, we were thinking about making some shakes and then adding supplements to them.
So we're kind of looking laterally and getting into the other territory of superfoods. Spirulina is actually a micro blue-green algae, which is a one-celled organism, so then we can eat that and get direct energy from those.
Right.
Your constitution, what we like to refer to as constitution in alternative medicine, you all bring your own. And so people who have a lot of vitality, are ruddy complexion, really strong pulse, more a constipated type person can eat a lot of cold foods.
Can you tell by looking at us what kind of constitution we have?
Oh, man.
Okay. You tend to be probably more constipated. Maybe both, constipation and diarrhea. More constipation.
When you say the constipation, that means, I mean, I think I know what that means, but if you're more regular, then you should probably regulate the way that you eat raw food.
That's right.
It's simple. Eating sprouts makes you feel better. It just does. It's easy to process in your body. They're healthy. They give you energy. That's why we're going to build a greenhouse. We're going to make a lot of sprouts. We're going to eat them all the time, and we're going to be like superhuman. Our plan is to rid our body of the free radicals, to fill ourselves up with negativity, which actually is a positive thing. That's why we're building a greenhouse here in the loft so we can grow our own sprouts. So we're going to get started making sprouts. Why don't we actually get a head start on the sprouts themselves and get them going, sterilize them, soak them, and put them in the tray, stack them.
It's a real pain to spread them out if they're wet, so we have to let them dry.
And we have 2 days where the sprouts are going to be sprouting in the dark before they need any light anyway.
And then you have a stocking?
Yeah, man. They're sanitized.
No, around your leg, like David Lee Roth.
We're gonna be eating from that thing. Let's not throw it around too much.
And that's for our hydroponic.
All the hydroponics in jars. Put the nylons on top, fill them up with water, let them sit for 6 hours. This is the hydrogen peroxide rinse. So we'll drain that and then re-rinse it.
Yeah.
Do we want to do any kind of special water solution for the initial soak?
Yeah, let's use that ocean grow.
All right. What do you think this stuff is? What would happen if I slammed it?
He'd probably turn it into a stingray.
It's an algae. She was kind of non-specific about which sprouts needed how much time.
Yeah, she's like, listen to the sprouts.
The interconnectivity. Just gonna start soaking.
You doing something with the sesame seeds?
I think Micah wants to sprout those and make spread a tahini.
For our sandwiches.
Another mason jar.
Yep. Should we sprout poppy seeds?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sprout a screwdriver, see what we get. So this is the bean mix?
Yeah.
Chickpeas.
Lentils.
2 times.
Peas.
We're waking up the enzymes with the water, right? Giving them a little bath. Going from our earth sprouts to our water sprouts.
Sunflower, wheat, alfalfa.
King of the sprouts.
Ancient grain? Or?
Ancient.
Yep.
And what's that, broccoli?
Brocco. Now that all our sprouts are soaking, we need to think about our high rise. Actually, I saw some stuff in the trash, like 2 sets of shelvings that might be perfect. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, no, I know. I just noticed them.
Ah, these things are heavy. Good score, Martins. If we put the little spool hanging from the I-beam, then we could have the light come down and then it goes back up.
Like 8 hours down and then 8 hours up.
And then 10 days later, they continue their journey into our digestive tracts.
It's the moment they've been waiting for, I guess. All right, so motor is getting attached.
Martins has got the I-beam clamps.
And this is our speed control. Speed control that's safe for the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cook up some sausages.
If we're doing raw sprouts, we should eat them raw.
You know what? I had a friend, William, who ate raw merguez in Paris, and then I didn't see him for a week.
You haven't gotten a postcard from him for a while?
Yeah, that dude can go for the ride.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right, does it work?
Yep. You gotta try this. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I like the housing. Oh, you can like dial it in.
Yeah.
Whoa. Nothing sketchy about it at all.
The next step is let's fill this up with earth and get our seeds. I'm gonna
baby.
drain the seeds. Start drying them out too.
They're still a little bit moist.
Let's
I'm gonna let
dry.
them sit for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm into this patience thing.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
Just like zen out. You know,
Yeah.
let the seeds do what they need to do.
It's like, you know, go to the bathroom when Guns N' Roses is playing Patience. You sit through it.
Just sit through it.
I'll get catch up.
All right. I've also heard that a very small amount of meat will help your body metabolize better than if you just ate the beans by themselves.
Maybe you should always carry around a little like chorizo.
Like keychain?
Yeah.
Like a 2 gig chorizo?
So water them now?
Oh, serious.
They're in lockdown.
Yeah. All right, happy little sprout journey begins.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, maybe hoist it up.
Yeah, kind of
A
right
little
there.
bit
A
higher.
little bit higher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should touch.
It's perfect.
Whoa!
Oh,
Oh, man.
that's not good. How did that happen?
Let's maybe come up with a better idea than,
Then a light hanging from a spool.
yeah, that turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let's figure it out. Growing sprouts is a slow and peaceful exercise until your daylight simulating light bulb smashes on the ground and you have to start all over again.
Okay, yeah, so this one didn't work out. The idea of movement is good.
But maybe instead of having the light move, we could move our sprouts. And then the light's stationary.
Maybe we make it a more contained sprouting unit. It's probably cleaner, more controllable.
I'm thinking like a 6-sided machine, like a light source in the middle.
Right?
All of our sprout flats are inside this machine.
Uh-huh.
Everything orbits around the one light source.
We could just put the flats on a pivot so that as they go around, they always stay flat.
Totally, so it's like a carousel where it stays level under its own weight or gravity. There's a little dome that we could use
To encase it?
to encase it, make it more like a pod.
I like how this solution is taking us into the next galaxy.
Totally makes sense for pod interstellar travel.
And I like the idea that if we encase it all, it really is its own ecosystem. And we have 2 days at least before the sprouts need to be exposed to light, so we've got time.
Hexagon?
Yeah,
Okay.
6 trays is good. It's like at the hot tub.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I dropped the screwdriver. Oh, what did I say?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like you're turning.
I am.
Okay, should we plug it in?
Yeah, maybe I'll. Yeah.
Nice.
Re-entry?
Okay, we got last of the air pistons going on to the other side of the pod bay door mechanism release. Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. We have to get the circular motion combined.
So that's constantly
So
turning, you mean?
it's like psh.
Oh, you got that motor working.
Yeah, it's an auto rotator.
The trays are all loaded up.
Oh, yeah, so the black and yellow stripes is to indicating a moving part.
Well, this is like if R2D2 was a sprout maker.
This thing is basically so self-sufficient that we could put on our jackets and go tobogganing right now.
Maybe we should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, it's really healthy.
I think the wheatgrass is ready.
Should we pull a shot right away of wheatgrass?
Yeah. Totally like a green
Cheers.
espresso.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
You all right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're looking more centered.
Yeah.
You're back.
You're in the zone.
Why don't we make a meal?
When you guys are over at the bean rack, can you get the ancient greens?
Yeah, the hydro totally worked as well.
And then the alfalfa sprouts sprouted too.
So we can make some juice from those carrots and celery, and then we can use the pulp to mix in with our ancient grains mix that was sprouted, and then we'll spread it out on the dehydrator a few hours later. That'll be ready.
This is all for the bread.
Yes, the bread.
Why don't we make the pate at the same time?
Pepino,
Tamari.
mushroom,
Mushroom.
a little bit of garlic.
A little bit of garlic. That's it.
I was thinking making kind of a tahini, but sprouted sesame seed, garlic, a little bit of lemon juice, and some sprouted beans, and that's it.
It's good.
It's vibrant. Maybe it's the activated enzymes
I'm sure it is.
instead of the dead ones. I feel like I learned a lot the last couple days. I give myself 2 weeks to unlearn it all.
Well, we'll never forget about that thing in our living room.
I'm cutting up fruit either for the smoothie or for a dessert. And we have some frozen berries. We can make a fruit sorbet by running it through the juicer.
How much spirulina did you put in there?
3 tablespoons.
Dude! Because it's gonna be very, very noticeable, the flavor.
It's gonna be an ocean face plant.
Yeah.
Hey, awesome, bread's done. It smells actually still raw. Like you can still smell like the sprouted grains in it.
We've made history. For the first time, we've actually grown our own food in our loft. And then everything else followed. Green smoothies, salads, sprouted breads. We got an incredible meal, and it's time to eat. When you think about eating raw food, you think about being firmly planted on the earth. But the process we've gone through to make this sprout machine and have living food in our loft has catapulted us into like this spatial intergalactic place. We have made sprouted bread, and it has inspired us to eat more salad and have green smoothies, sprouted mushroom patés.
Cheers.
Wow.
Cheers. I want to try the bread, just
Straight up? Yeah.
Oh, I love the ginger.
You know what's really cool about it is the flavor changes from bite to bite. I'm really digging this smoothie. Everything is sweet, so there's more living sugars in this. This is like the living hummus, which has all the living beans, the sprouted sesame seed, the garlic. I'm gonna decorate mine.
Maybe some sunflower sprouts?
Yeah.
It's coming around. I think the spreads are pretty champion.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not missing the beer right now.
I wasn't thinking of beer right now. Wow, it's really mushroomy.
And the forest is rampant with mushrooms.
Very creamy, too. Like the sunflower seeds there.
Sunflower seeds.
You can see how you could lose a craving for like cream cheese or butter.
Easily.
You know, like the expert said, there's like enzymes. They're actually doing the pre-digestion before we actually digest it.
It's like we're related.
Yeah.
And then we're like having a more direct family relation to our food.
I just think
don't know where.
I think it's natural. The more time you spend with anything,
Yeah.
especially if it's a healthy influence, then the more you're gonna feel closer to it.
Right, so are you saying something about us as roommates?
I'm out there.
But the sprouts are like, you could never create that flavor. The only way you can get it is by having it fresh.
Now, knowing what I know in terms of having to prepare this meal, I think I would be really appreciative of the care, because it's a lot of work. You can't just have one thing that would make the bread. It's not just flour, right?
Well, that's kind of giving props to farmers who care about what they grow. And if people put that much care into it, you can taste it.
You guys want some salad?
Yeah.
We all have green stuff stuck in our teeth now.
I have a green haze.
This is really an easy way to get fresh vegetables right here in our space. Like, the technology's in here. Like, this is what's amazing.
I'm feeling like my brain is getting enough sugars.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
All right, Martin, what's in the dessert?
Bananas, pears, Wow, strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries.
It's really cold.
It's a teeth chiller.
It's a wicked texture.
Yeah.
It's like super smooth.
But I think it'd be cool to experiment with like, you know, other growing conditions too.
Yeah.
If all of our personal space is always healthy because we know how to make it healthy, then no matter where we go, we'll always be healthy. The car that we drive in can be as healthy as this.
Yeah, we can take it with us.
All right.
Cheers.